Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about China, Trump, and Independence Day, or how Liberation Day might affect Independence Day. Reports are coming out stating that the Trump administration has reached out to China to try to jumpstart talks over Trump's trade policies. The public-facing response from China has been lukewarm, but they did say the U.S., quote, recently, through relevant channels, actively conveyed messaging to China, expressing a desire to engage in talks. They said they were evaluating it, but China's Commerce Ministry seemed to indicate that the tariffs are standing in the way, saying, quote, if the U.S. side wants to talk, it must show sincerity and be prepared to correct its erroneous actions and cancel its unilateral tariff increases. Trump has made claims that talks are underway, but even his own cabinet hasn't seen fit to back up those claims. U.S. officials have said that what they called loose discussions all over both governments were taking place. That seems likely. Ambassadors making calls. U.S. and Chinese counterparts expressing their government's positions to each other. Yeah, that's probably happening. But that doesn't seem to have altered China's position, which, according to his statement, remains, quote, China's position on the issue has been consistent. If it's a fight, we'll fight. If it's talks, the door is open. Trump shifted his tone last week and said tariffs would come down, but China had to talk. Neither country wants to be seen as the one who blinked first. Although some would conclude that Trump's recent shift in tone was a blink. The Chinese government doesn't appear to be taking his tone shift as sincere, even going as far as to say, quote, saying one thing but doing another, or even attempting to engage in coercion and blackmail under the guise of talks, will not work on the Chinese side. So, that's where the U.S.-China situation sits right now. But we have a little bit of a bonus. A question from our metal shop guys. Hey, Miss Belle. We were talking about Trump's war on Christmas, and one of the right-wing guys said he didn't think it was that big of a deal, and that Trump would sort this out soon. Yes, one of the guys who was worried about his job. He doesn't have kids, so he doesn't care about Christmas. But he throws a really big 4th of July party every year. His entire neighborhood comes outside to watch. Want to tell him? Look, I spent enough time working in the ER to make this the only part of Trump's trade war I'm happy about. I wasn't going to tell anybody. But China makes about 3/4 of professional fireworks and almost 100% of consumer fireworks. The reporting is already out about wholesalers canceling their orders. The president of the National Firework Association said, quote, shipping has essentially stopped. While there's still a good amount of fireworks in the U.S. from wholesalers who stocked up earlier, we're still expecting shortages because many of us typically rely on shipments that would have arrived over the past month. Yeah, so fireworks might be in short supply this year. Welcome to the golden age. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.